This story is about a mysterious treasure which has been cursed. Some pirates steal it out of their greed, but this curse will keep them alive. They will beg to die, but still, they will not die. What is there in this curse that can make a person so angry? In the beginning of the story, we see a very big ship. A girl was singing the song of pirates in this ship when a man comes and tells her to keep quiet because if the pirates hear this song, they will attack their ship. Then Lieutenant Norrington comes and sends that man away. From Norrington's words, we clearly know that he hates pirates. After a while, Elizabeth sees a boy in the water and quickly tells the people on her ship. Seeing him in such a state, they bring that boy in the ship. Then they see that another ship was burning in the sea. There, as soon as Elizabeth touched that boy, she comes to her senses. Elizabeth tells her that my name is Elizabeth, on which that boy also tells his name Will Turner, and as soon as she says this, she becomes unconscious again. Then Elizabeth sees a locket of robbers around her neck and understands that she is a robber, but she did not tell anyone about it, and she keeps the locket with her. Then we are shown Elizabeth in the present, who has grown up now. She still had Will's locket, which she puts around her neck. At that time, Elizabeth has her dad, who is the governor of Port Royal. He brings a gift for her which had a beautiful dress inside. Then we see Will, who now works as a blacksmith, and he does not know anything about his past. Today he had brought a sword for the governor. Both are talking that at that time, Elizabeth also comes down wearing that dress given by her dad. She was very happy to see Will, but the governor does not like that his daughter talks to a blacksmith. Their Captain Jack Sparrow also comes to Port Royal. He came to Port Royal to steal a ship, that is why some soldiers stop him in the middle. He also tells them the truth that I have come to steal the ship, but no one believes him. There Elizabeth stands with Norrington. Norrington was trying to talk to Elizabeth about his marriage, but Elizabeth was having a lot of trouble. That's when she fell into the water unconscious from above. While falling, Jack Sparrow also sees her and jumps into the water to save her. As soon as she falls into the water, a vibration comes out of Elizabeth's locket. Then Jack Sparrow also saved her and brought her out of the water. At that time, Jack Sparrow also sees the locket of that pirate in his neck and asks him, "How did he come to you?" That's when a lot of soldiers come there. Norrington suspected Jack Sparrow, that's why he sees a mark on his hand, which is on the hands of the pirates. To escape them, Jack Sparrow took Elizabeth into his custody and ran away from there. Norrington also tells his soldiers to find him. Jack Sparrow went to Will's shop to escape the soldiers, where they both faced each other with swords. But then, a drunkard working at his shop hits his bottle on Jack Sparrow's head, which made Jack Sparrow fall unconscious, and he was put in jail. The same night, the pirates attacked Port Royal. They started killing everyone in Port Royal one by one. Actually, their intention was to steal the coin that was stuck in the gold locket. That's why some robbers come to Elizabeth's house, where Elizabeth goes to her room to escape. But even there, those two robbers break the door and come in. That's why Elizabeth hid in the closet of another room there. But this time too, those robbers found her. But that's when Elizabeth says, "I want to talk to your chief, and it's a rule that you can't kill me before you talk to me." That's why those robbers take Elizabeth away from there. Will also sees Elizabeth going with them, but he can't do anything for Elizabeth at this time. On the other hand, those robbers recognize Jack Sparrow in jail. But as soon as a robber grabs Jack Sparrow's neck, his hand turns into a skull due to the light at that time, because all those robbers have been cursed. On the other hand, Elizabeth meets Barbossa, the captain of that ship in the Black Pearl ship. Elizabeth tells him that I want the fight between the Port Royal and the sea robbers to end forever, and you go away from here. But Barbossa refutes Elizabeth's words. That's when Elizabeth threatens to put the coin she had with her in the water, seeing which all the robbers were very scared. Seeing that coin, Barbossa asks Elizabeth her name, to which Elizabeth says that my name is Elizabeth Turner. Hearing this, Barbossa says, "Let's make a deal. You give us this coin, we will go from the Port Royal." Elizabeth gives him the coin, but still he took Elizabeth with him. In the Port Royal, Will goes straight to Norrington and says that we have to go and find that Black Pearl ship as soon as possible. But Norrington tells him that we can't take any help from you because you are just a blacksmith. Hearing this, Will goes straight to Jack Sparrow in his jail, where he tells Jack Sparrow that I can free you from this jail, but you will have to help me find the Black Sparrow ship. Sparrow also agrees to support him. After coming out, they both make a plan to steal the Interceptor ship. Now, because there were a lot of people on that ship, so they both went to each other's ship and pretended to rob it. Seeing this, Norrington, present in the Interceptor ship, also sees them, and he took all his soldiers on that other ship. But as soon as he got there, Jack Sparrow and Will both go to that Interceptor ship and take him away from there. Seeing his ship going like this, Norrington's mind gets even more angry against Jack Sparrow. In the Interceptor ship, Jack Sparrow tells Will that your father was also robbing a ship and everyone knew him as Bootstrap Turner. But Will does not believe him at all, now because he has never met his father, so he believes him. After this, they both go to an island called Tortuga where Jack Sparrow meets his close friend Gibbs and asks him to find some of his other companions so that they can find the Black Pearl ship together. First, Gibbs refuses to go with him, but Jack Sparrow tells him that I have the son of Bootstrap. Hearing this, Gibbs is ready to go with him. On the other hand, in the ship, Elizabeth tells Barbossa that you have found that coin. Now let me go. At that time, Barbossa tells Elizabeth that this coin is one of the 882 gold coins which was given to Hernan Cottage to stop the Aztec people from killing. But due to the greed of the cottage, the Aztec gods cursed this gold. Barbossa and his crew found this gold and spent it. And after that, they became cursed and cannot die even after being alive. To remove this curse, they will have to return all the gold and every crew member will have to offer their blood. But a crew member, Bootstrap Bill's blood was not given yet because he was lost in the sea. Barbossa thinks that Elizabeth is the daughter of Bootstrap, and that's why he wanted to use her blood to get rid of his curse. At that time, Elizabeth attacks Barbossa and runs out, but Elizabeth was very scared to see the dead people all around. She was convinced that Barbossa was absolutely right. On the other hand, Gibbs also gathers a lot of his friends to go with Jack Sparrow, and everyone leaves from there. Barbossa had reached an island with Elizabeth and takes a small boat with all his crew and goes to the cave of that island. After a while, Jack Sparrow had also reached that island. At that time, Gibbs tells Bill that Jack Sparrow was the captain of the first Black Pearl ship and only he knew about that treasure. Jack Sparrow trusted his friends and told them about that treasure. After finding out about the treasure, Barbossa left Jack Sparrow to die on an unknown tapu and took that gold himself. But somehow Jack Sparrow got out of that tapu. Until today, he has only one bullet in his gun, which he is going to kill by shooting in Barbossa's chest. After that, Jack Sparrow takes Bill to the cave of that island where he sees Elizabeth with those robbers. At the same time, Barbossa opens the safe which had a lot of gold coins in it. Barbossa cuts Elizabeth's hand, puts blood on it and puts that coin in that safe. But still, his curse does not break. Seeing this, Barbossa got very angry. He doubts Elizabeth that she is not Turner and he slaps Elizabeth hard and drops her down. In the meantime, Bill takes Elizabeth away from there. At that time, Barbossa also sees that Elizabeth is not there, so he sends all his companions to find her. And they did not find Elizabeth but Jack Sparrow. At that time, Jack Sparrow tells those robbers that I want to talk to your chief. Hearing this, those robbers could not kill Jack Sparrow because it was against their rules. On the other hand, Bill came in his ship with Elizabeth, and according to the rule, they do not go to save the one behind. So they all start going from there without saving Sparrow. On the other hand, Barbossa orders his soldiers to kill Jack Sparrow. Then Jack Sparrow tells them that I know where the son of Bootstrap is. Hearing this, Barbossa stops his soldiers. After this, all the cursed robbers start chasing the Interceptor quickly, and Elizabeth also sees them coming behind her. Bill tells everyone to prepare their cannons, and both start attacking each other with cannons. By this time, Jack Sparrow was also free from his captivity. On the other hand, Elizabeth sees that she does not have a locket in her neck, so Bill goes inside the ship to find her. But there was a lot of water inside. On top of that, all the cursed robbers also start coming in their ship, and some robbers start throwing gunpowder inside their ship. On the other hand, Jack Sparrow also came in the Interceptor ship with a rope. Below, Bill sees that a monkey has come and taken his coin. Then Elizabeth sees that Bill is drowning because of the water in the ship below, but she could help him. Before that, the robbers catch him. On the other hand, Jack Sparrow also tries to catch that monkey, but he takes the coin and gives it to Barbossa. Now all the people of the Interceptor were in Barbossa's custody. On the other hand, there is a very big blast in the Interceptor ship, due to that gunpowder, but Bill had already left that ship and comes to Barbossa to save all his people. He puts a gun on himself and tells Barbossa that if you do not leave my companions, I will shoot myself. But Barbossa deceitfully takes Bill into his custody, and he left Elizabeth and Jack Sparrow to rot on the same ship. But the next day, Norrington comes there and takes them out of there. Elizabeth tells Norrington to save Bill from those robbers, but Norrington and his dad do not agree to save him at all. Then Elizabeth says that if you save Bill, I will marry you. Hearing this, Norrington agrees to save him and asks Jack Sparrow the way to go to that dredger. After reaching that dredger, Jack Sparrow tells them to stay outside, and he himself took a small boat and went into the cave. Inside, he was about to kill Barbossa Bill. That's when Jack Sparrow comes there and stops him from doing this. He tells him that there are a lot of soldiers of the governor outside, and if you kill him now, you will become a human, and after going out, those soldiers will kill you. So first you go and kill them. After defeating them, you become the captain of 2 ships. Hearing this, Barbossa agrees to his words and sends his robbers to kill them. They all hide and attack the governor's ship, and one by one they start killing everyone. They're in that cave. Jack Sparrow and Bill also start fighting Barbossa and his companions, the robbers. While fighting, Barbossa puts his sword inside Jack Sparrow, but then he goes in the light of the moon and he turns into a skeleton. Actually, Jack Sparrow had also stolen a coin from that treasure. Their black pearl comes in the ship and frees all the companions of Elizabeth Black Sparrow from there. But none of them goes with her to save Bill and Jack Sparrow. On the other hand, Norrington and his soldiers also come in their ship to help the rest of the people. Inside the cave, Jack Sparrow sees the opportunity and puts his blood on the stolen coin and throws it towards Bill. And along with that, he shoots Barbossa with the bullet he saved. Barbossa says that you have wasted your bullet. At the same time, Bill also puts his blood and puts that coin in the safe. After putting it in, Barbossa turns into a human, and because of the bullet, he is killed. In the ship too, now all the robbers had become humans. So to save their lives, they give up in front of the Port Royal soldiers. After this, we are shown the scene of Port Royal where today Jack Sparrow was going to be hanged in front of everyone. Then Bill also comes there. As soon as he comes there, Bill first expresses his love to Elizabeth and then went straight to save Jack Sparrow. He fights with the governor's soldiers and takes Jack Sparrow off the gallows. And then the 2 of them start running together from there. But the 2 of them could not run very far, and the soldiers surrounded them from all sides. The soldiers were about to kill them when Elizabeth comes and saves them and tells them to give them another chance. Hearing Elizabeth's words, the governor also gives Jack Sparrow another chance. At the same time, Jack Sparrow sees a parrot sitting there, seeing which he understood that his companions are somewhere here. So he jumps into the sea from above where his companions had come with the Black Pearl ship. The governor also agreed to get his daughter Elizabeth married to Bill. And on the other hand, Jack Sparrow again becomes the captain of the Black Pearl. With this movie ends here. Do not forget to write next in the comment to know the next story. Thanks for watching.